Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some would say the world. This week I have got Brandon and James with me. No Dan, but he will be back next week. And we're here to talk about all things sports, so sit back and enjoy. So boys, how you been, Brandon?
Oh, not too bad, mate. You know, had a good weekend, got on the piss. All three of us went to the Korean barbecue, and that was pretty nice. Other than that, yeah, no, quiet weekend though. Didn't get on the punt because I knew I was going to lose.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all for me, mate.
See, that's he's thinking ahead there. That's real smart. Gamble responsibly.
Gamble
How about you, James? How you going, mate?
Yeah, after Korean barbecue, ended up having a big night, but I woke up all right on the Sunday, so you got to say it's been a good weekend, and something else happened on the Sunday that it's got me skipping.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll hit there, mate. Don't stress. So just quickly on this whole Korean barbecue thing we've got going on here. So yeah, we went to Korean barbecue on Saturday. Now I'm going to go off topic here. Well, actually, no, it's on topic. So for those of you who do know me, you'll know where this is going, and those of you who don't. So I was born with this thing, right, called PKU, which means I cannot digest any sort of protein, can't have any meat, can't have more than 15 grams of protein a day.
Loser.
When you hear the word Korean barbecue, right, what do you think of, guys? Please, what do you think of?
Wagyu
Meat.
beef.
So it was $55 a head, right? I'm not going on to the price or anything like that. That's fair. These blokes ate more than that in Wagyu beef. But when I rock up there and these blokes are all smashing all this meat on this hot plate, then you've got me cooking fucking mushrooms and onion and kimchi. Someone explain to me how I should be paying $55.
Look, I mean, how much kimchi did you eat?
Mate, I tell you look up how much $55 worth of kimchi is. It's probably half a ton.
Oh, bloody hell.
I didn't need that.
I don't know if the fans had actually heard that from you, that you can't eat protein. That's
Yeah, I can't have protein.
That's
That's why I'm a fucking beast the way I
your
am.
biggest struggle of your life.
Yeah, no meat, no protein.
When he goes to the gym, no protein shakes.
No
mate.
protein shakes for me. I basically go to the gym to socialise. Not like I go to the gym anymore, but when I used to, it was just to socialise.
Missing out on all the gains, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but look, anyway, we'll skip on to that. But Korean barbecue, I'm coming for you.
We'll sue them soon.
Yeah, we'll sue them. That's right. We'll move on to accountability now. Another absolute shocker for us.
Tough week.
Another tough week. But hey, mate, you know what? If you backed all of our bets this year for a place, fuck, we'd be up.
100%.
We'd be up.
Well, I've actually got a bit of not argument, because I didn't outright say it, but in my bet in the video, I said I'm going to be going each way on this because I was paying $3 a place.
You did, and I would count that as a win. To be fair,
Yeah, that's. Didn't put the bet on for our shared account, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a nice little 1.5 times return.
That's it.
What was your horse called again?
Captain Envious, and I'm envious of the punters that won over the weekend.
That's right. So am I. Well, we'll get off with me. So my top tip, guys, Al Safina. Once again, this prep, that's a second start, and it's her second place. The eventual winner went past her in the straight while she was still looking for a way out. She was slowly making up ground, but just not enough to overcome the run of the winner. It's very upsetting considering Al Safina's amazing record. It's a couple of minor placings now, but look. Guys, we'll go on. As I always say, I'm going to find the winner this week, should I say. Just stick true. How about you, Brandon?
Yeah, Leachy's lock, another loss. This might be the longest streak of losses for our top punter. Been tough times. I was on Shigripper, and third place for it. I actually didn't watch the race, so I can't even say if it did well or not.
Oh, don't worry, mate. We will delve into the fucking disgrace that is Caulfield shortly.
Yeah, no, it was again, as Lucas said, next week I'll do some studying and I'll get us a win. 100%.
So what he's telling you is for the last few weeks he's not even been doing the form, mate. He just sees a horse with a cool name or a lot of ones next to its name and go, this can't lose.
This is an easy win. Money.
Dan's decision, far too easy was scratched. So He didn't win. He didn't lose.
But that's back to back for Dan.
That's
That's two
back-to-back
returns.
returns.
Two returns.
He
If
put
you
on a
follow
5
it,
and he got a 5 back.
Look, a lot of people can't do that. And to get 2 returns,
Yeah, yeah.
he's on a hot streak, that bloke.
Tell you what, people try to do that betting on India didn't succeed.
They certainly didn't. They certainly didn't. And then obviously, as James said, Captain Envious knocking up there for 3rd place. What can you do? Yeah, I mean,
Horse racing multi obviously not hitting because a couple of us did not get up there.
yeah, but don't worry, we'll hit one of those soon too. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. If
I'm sorry.
Dan picks a winner.
Yeah, if Dan picks a winner, Dan needs to. Oh, Dan, don't get me started. Well,
How many weeks?
Look, what we'll do, we'll head on to probably the most interesting and most exciting topic this week. As James alluded to earlier, the Cricket World Cup was on Sunday between a nation of 23 million of Australia against the might of the 1.4 billion nation of India.
Breda, do you know what the difference between a million and a billion is? It's about roughly a billion.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And I'm going to pass this one over to James because I know he's excited and I know he's got some fucking knowledge to share.
By God, Australia gets World Cups. You know, I've got a new hobby for the last 2 days. It's been listening to any and every Indian podcast that is in English, so I can listen to some whinging, moaning, excuses, complaints, everything about the pitch, about the players. They didn't have enough batting. Australia weren't the best team. India was. It was all made for them, but we did it. I told you what, when we were losing to South Africa, it's all right. We're playing possum here. You don't want to be winning early. We'll get them when it counts. 2.5 months since then.
Yeah.
I loved. I've been doing not the same. Listen to Indian podcasts. I've been listening, looking in the comment section of Facebook posts, and you just say we're still the better team. We're still like this. We just didn't have the this that. And you said the pitch and all that stuff. They're the ones who doctored the pitch, mate.
Oh man, dude, did you saw the photos of the pitch before the game?
Yes.
It looked like a day 5 test pitch, dude. It was fucked.
Turn on the match on Sunday evening. I missed the first couple of overs. My bad. And then I went, this pitch already looks like a day 4. But hey, Pat Cummins and the rest of the brain trust chooses to bowl. And not a single person thought we were going to choose to bowl. Not a single person, me included, everyone included. By not a single person, I guess you could have guessed that.
Yes.
But,
every commentator as well. Supposedly the Indian captain as well said, if I won the toss, I would have chose to bat.
That could have been a little bit of...
Is that Rohit Sharma?
I'm happy, yeah. But,
Choker.
yeah, it was great decision. Ball held up in the wicket. Sharma comes out to an absolute blaze, though. I think we were all a bit worried with that. Shubman Gill smashes one straight at Zamps. Your boy Zamps
My boy Zamps. Hey, we need to get onto Zamps. We need to talk about Zamps.
Odd first change in bowler. He goes to find Maxwell, gets pumped 6-4, and then just chips up for the fucking best mustache in world cricket, sprinting behind, covers about 30, 40, 200, 2,000 metres or something, stretches out, gets his mitts on it, takes the catch of the captain, and then that almost set the tone.
Handlebars down, really.
How good was his head? What a head.
T. Hizzle.
He may have a good mustache. I mean, you have a pretty good one. And I'm also growing mine for November, guys. If it's good course, if you want to donate.
That's right, right.
He's got probably one of the best in Australia, you'd have to say, after that catch.
Look, he's got a good mo. He's no Mitchell Johnson, 2011, but he's got a good mo.
Sort of reminds me a little bit of Booney, but... But, then Virat, he looks like he's in, chops it straight onto his stumps off Cummins.
Genius bloke.
And then it's like, holy crap, we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
as soon
this.
as he was out, it was sort of like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
All tournament, everyone sort of said that Indians got like three genuine number 11s. So if you get those early wickets, they're going to struggle. And struggle they did. They started scoring like maybe at 1 and over or something like that at stages. I think in between overs 10 and overs like 40, there was one boundary.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy hell.
They kept bringing that up in the commentary, just like no boundaries at all.
Good.
And it silenced 120,000 people.
That was
there.
the silence was deafening. It was amazing.
So that brings me to the next thing, because it's not like they weren't hitting the ball pretty well, but between Pat Cummins' field placements and Australia's intense attacking in the field, sliding, like, so Warner scored next to no runs, but let's say he saved about 20 runs. Well, he scored 20 runs.
It's a good swing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a swing. Yeah, yeah.
Same as
his fielding
Smith,
was amazing. David Warner.
Labuschagne,
Yeah.
and then the best player in world cricket, I'll say it right here, Travis Head. Like, his fielding was outstanding as well, including
said
that
it.
catch.
You said it.
Yep.
Their innings goes on to be pretty lackluster from there.
Mm-hmm.
The boys come in. The boys
Fired up.
fired up. We're swinging at everything. The ball's moving hoops, though. We end up... What did we end up? 3 for 50?
Yeah, something like that.
Travis Head's played and missed about 12 times. Labuschagne comes in, and then all of a sudden, we just put on one of the... I think it's the second greatest partnership
Partnership.
in
Yeah.
the World Cup final.
Yeah, behind
Ponting
and
Fleming,
Gilly?
was it?
Was it not Gilchrist?
Could have been. I don't know. The top three of them are all Australia. 'Cause
Yeah, that's right.
funnily
'cause-
enough, I don't think I brought this up. Our 6th World Cup title we won.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Run out of fingers on
Remind
one
me
hand.
how many India has?
2.
While we're at it, I need to ask you guys a question. How do they have 1.4 billion people and can't win at cricket?
Oh, I know, but it's sort of funny because like they almost have too many options in ways, and it's like, oh, who do we pick? Who do we pick? We just go, oh no, our best players are our best players in every format. We've pretty much picked our test team. It's
funny.
the same test team that won the T20 World Cup in 2019.
Oh, Jesus.
But I think the difference is we got that dog in us. In
Yeah.
Australia, obviously, we have that Aussie pride. They have 1 billion people.
Yep.
They all worship cricket as their number one sport. They're the idols and all this sort of stuff, like plastered around the whole city, and they still don't get cricket.
You know what's the difference? The sheer arrogance of Australian sporting fans and especially cricket fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for example, we rocked up into the Rugby World Cup, and I still had the idea of, we might make a final
We'll be
here.
8.
Australia's just always been good at sport, so we expect to be good at sport. And even more so, we've always been good at cricket.
Yeah.
The best at cricket. So we rock into this tournament going, yeah, look, India's pretty good, South Africa's pretty good, but I'll tell you what, if we meet them in a final...
Hey, what? We're Australia.
Yeah. So, and that's exactly what's happened. We've rocked up. We've said, nah, we'll have a bowl. You guys bat first.
Yeah.
Got him out for next to nothing. Travis Head can barely hit a ball. Doesn't stop swinging. Marnus comes in, does a job. All of a sudden, we just destroy a home team, which is a funny stat for you. Do you want to know the last team to win a one-day World Cup away from home?
Australia.
I'll give you a guess who was the next one before that.
Australia.
The one before that?
Get out. That's it?
Everyone else has won them at home. Australia is the only one that will win them away.
We're genuinely a different breed of species, us Australians.
So that's been the other fun part of listening to these Indian podcasts and stuff. And like also I've listened to some like English ones and they all just like, they just fucking get it in the World Cup.
That's right.
When it comes to these big moments, they seal them, like the catch from Travis Head. Like, he had no right to get there.
Yeah.
But he did. He's
But he got
Australian. He had to get there.
India, hadn't lost a game before this as well. Going straight in there, undefeated.
Well, it's quite funny. So, India went on a 10-game undefeated streak, 9 group, and then the semi. Australia still went 9 undefeated. We just timed it better.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, we did. I mean, we got our loss out of the way. Our losses out of the way.
We still beat every single team in the World Cup because our 2 losses were to the teams that we played in the semi and the final.
Yeah.
So, like,
You know what?
can't get past us.
Indian cricket team reminds me of? Oh, it feels like when the going gets tough, they just crumble.
Yeah.
The Indian cricket team is Conor McGregor.
Well,
When the going gets tough, they crumble, just like Connor does.
Well, that's the thing. It got hard for him. All of a sudden, the weight of a 1.4 billion expectations. There was supposedly 90,000 people at the stadium.
Is that it? 90,000 people at the stadium?
Yeah, it was meant to be 130 capacity, but they the official attendance is less than what we had at the MCG in 2015 when we won the World Cup.
Anyone?
Tell me how much billion again?
1.4 billion.
That was also on Channel 7, and who knows, you know how media can try to be...
I certainly do. I saw COVID.
Yeah. But, just... Can you believe it, though? I can.
I can as well. I can as well. Where we get it, and they don't.
100%. I think there's got to be more credit to our cousin Pat. That choice... on that dry pitch, he knew that it was a bowler's pitch, and we got him out that quick that they didn't know what was going for him.
That's right.
To the point I get to go to sleep and go, you know what, I believe in us Aussies, and wake up probably about, I think it was like 2:30 a.m. to get some water. Check the score. Yeah, we're doing well, boys.
I'm going to sleep.
Well, I had a nap at the start of our batting innings and then woke up so I could watch the end of it. And because I obviously work on Monday, sort of need at least some sleep.
Yeah, 45 minutes is enough for James, apparently.
So, it's been good that the World Cup's finally over.
Yeah.
I think like half of Australia woke up like tired from the day before watching the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Now we sort of have to look at this generation. Like last week, I when I was listening back to the podcast, I realized you talked about how good the generation that we grew up with was.
Yeah.
And like even the generation that we were a bit too young to really know, with War as the captain, that then bled into Ponting and then Clark's captaincy.
Yeah. Yep.
This current team, most of these, like half of these players played in the 2015 World Cup that we won at home.
Mm-hmm.
We won the 2019 T20 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Just this, like we've held the Ashes for now 8 years in a row.
Cop that, your palms.
This year we won the World Test Championship, and then they've capped it off with another one-day World Cup.
So what are you saying, James?
I'm saying that, look, are they as good as that generation? Probably not, but we've got to start putting them pretty close to that generation, because that is a hell of 8 years.
Yeah, I suppose 8 years is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, like in the space of 8 years, we won two.
Two ODI World Cups and one T20 World Cup.
I reckon Paddy C to be the best Australian captain ever, hands down. Heard it here first.
Jeez.
But onto the thing that everyone's actually excited for. We now play India for 5 T20 matches starting on Thursday or Friday. Where's
that?
It's in India.
Oh, for fuck.
It's the stupidest scheduling anyone's ever heard of.
For fuck.
Like, I think India may have put out their squad today or something, because they'd obviously they've been planning to win this one day, so they'll probably having their whole team get put on a holiday and stuff. But
so what time will those games be? Like 2 a.m?
I don't care. Nobody in Australia cares. Nobody in India cares. India could win this 5-0, but it won't matter, because it doesn't matter,
because they lost the important one.
Yes.
And we're going to be playing our C grade team.
Yeah.
And, I might get a call up. Who knows?
I've seen him put
Warner's
in
like,
before.
no, I'm heading home. I'm going home to see my family and celebrate my World Cup win.
That's fair.
Like, there's only like 20 days or so. I think like 20 days until the first test. And yeah, they've got a T20.
I suppose it
like,
would be
so
close.
all of our pace bowlers have come back. Zampa stays there because he's a white ball specialist.
That's right, Zams.
Our boy.
My boy Zamps.
Warner's coming back. I would imagine Smith comes back. I haven't really even checked the squad, because again, nobody cares about this tournament, and it shouldn't exist.
They've been over there for how long? And then...
Yeah, so we've been there for 2 months, because we got there for those couple of ODIs before the tournament.
Yep.
And they just roll into another 5-game series that no one cares about. Come on.
It's
T20.
baffling, but again, we did it.
How good. I just want to have a quick shout out as well. When I was overseas a few weeks ago, I was on a cruise ship, and one of the workers there was an Indian man. The Cricket World Cup had just started, and he heard my accent, and he comes up to me and says, "Sir, are you from Australia?" And I said, "Yes, mate." And he said, "Are you watching the cricket right now?" And I said, "Mate, I am, but unfortunately not doing as good as you." He laughed and cackled and said, "Maybe we'll meet each other soon." And, here we are, 6 weeks later. Cop that, mate.
Cop that.
Cop that. If you're listening.
I know he's a big fan of the podcast.
Oh,
so
mate,
he'll see
absolutely.
The cruise mate.
Take that, cruise mate. Captain of the poop deck. So,
Yeah,
how
I
good's
think that's
that?
all we got. It's
There's
just
a lot of
where
cricket,
the
mate. How good.
alphas, they're the betas. Oh, also there's a Reddit. It was like cricket shitpost, and that was full of Indians and stuff, memeing on India and
As
stuff.
soon as we won, I went straight into r/cricket and just looked at all the blowing up Indians on there, dude. It was fucking awesome.
Oh,
There
it's
is no
favourite.
passion. There is no aggression.
seen like Australia doesn't care about the format, picks their test team, rocks up,
Wins
loses,
anyway.
loses their first 2 test matches, struggles through to win 7 in a row after that, beats the 2 best teams in the tournament.
Shits in the last 2 games. No sweat.
I love the pictures of Travis Head after the game as well. He was having a rip and tear after it.
Yeah, they've been good. I saw one podcast, like the Great Cricketers, they described it as Australia was still in bed till the semi-finals. It's like,
Yeah.
oh crap, better get out and play these.
Better start trying.
Also, one thing I do know is we got to get Glenn Maxwell on more golf carts if we're going to win more World Cups.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
the other
agree.
funny,
I
that's the
agree.
other funny part. We're not even taking it serious. We got a week off. The boys get drunk at golf, and one of them gets concussion.
Yeah. And then he goes and smashes, what, 200?
Yeah.
What a man.
What
Yeah,
a-
in
what a
between scoring the
series.
fastest 100 in a World Cup and scoring and having one of the best innings ever in a World Cup, he had a concussion.
World
Maybe
Cup.
that's like the idea.
Yeah.
You get concussed. But hey, look, that's a lot of good cricket talk there, boys. A lot of good cricket talk there. James,
And
we're
you
gonna-
won't be getting a 5-match debrief on these T20s, I tell you that.
That's right. We're just going to say who won at the start of the podcast, and that's it. James, mate, it seems like you've got another ad read for us this week, mate. Is this a you or is this a
Oh no, this is a Brandon one. I think he's going to enjoy this.
Ooh.
It actually
sweating.
it flows in from this cricket chat a bit because India sort of fucked himself with a shit pitch.
Didn't they just?
Yeah, they might actually need the company that we're going to be promoting here.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
The message has been sent.
Jim's mowing.
JM.
All right, I'm going to try my best to read this without laughing. Everyone knows how good of a laugh specialist I am. All right. This week's podcast is brought to you by Cronulla Sports Ground Management. So cricket season has started here in Australia, and maybe your team is struggling for runs due to different pitch variations. Then you need to call Cronulla Sports Ground Management, and they'll give you the flat track you need to bully the opposition. Our flat track expert, Nico, will even give you captains and coaches his expert advice on how to be the biggest flat track bully you can be. So call Cronulla Sports Ground Management, the experts in flat tracks. my tears are watering halfway, bro.
Get out of here, mate.
Oh, fuck
Oh, fuck off. Come that, Nico.
Oh, I had that sort of planned from last week, and I'm like, it flows off the cricket even better.
It does. That was fucking perfect. That's the best one. That's the best one.
As soon as I started reading, I'm like, fuck. How did I not know? How did I not know?
That's the best one by a mile. Well played, James.
Well played. Well played.
Jesus. All right. Well,
Yeah, look forward to that sponsorship. I'm sure if you need a flat track management, just call up Cronulla.
we can get you in touch with a man called Nico, who's a flat track bully.
Oh, bloody hell.
All right, guys. Now, look, usually this is Dan's domain, and he only ever picks a cricketer or an NRL player. So, this week, to get a bit of variation on this topic, we're going to go to Brandon, who's running Guess the Famous Athlete.
All right.
How are you going to run it? Is it going to be
Well-
a combo, me and James?
Yeah,
Is
I think I'm going to go both of you because
All
I
right.
think this one's a little bit outside the box.
Ooh, okay.
You know. No Dan here, as he said, so I'm just going to take over and make it look better, be better, I guess.
Shouldn't be too hard, mate. I might only need about 90 seconds of work if that's the case.
All right, I'll get the timer up.
Oh, you give us timer back.
Yeah, look, I can't give it that easy, guys. You got 2 people here.
I'm going to go one guess at a time.
Up to you guys.
James?
How you?
James, one guess
yeah.
at a time.
Well, if we start getting desperate, we start just spitting.
Yeah, we'll start chucking shit at him.
How many? You want a minute 30? Do you reckon 90
Yeah,
seconds?
90 seconds. If we go 5 seconds, if we're 5 seconds and we haven't got it yet, we're going to start spitballing, dude, okay?
What am I
We're going to start
doing?
screaming shit at you.
Especially if I reckon we almost spit the sports out.
Yeah.
Right, boys, are you ready to rumble?
I'm good to
Yes, ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
WWE
Guess the
superstar.
athlete. No.
UFC,
No.
go. NFL,
No.
golf,
No.
baseball,
No.
F1,
No.
basketball,
No.
tennis,
No.
supercars,
No.
soccer,
No.
rugby league,
No.
AFL,
No.
cricket,
No.
Australian sport,
It's no.
Surfing.
Not Australian sport. No.
did you say NFL?
I said NFL. Is it
Basketball.
predominantly played in America?
No.
Okay. Is it South American sport?
No.
Is it rugby union?
No. Look, I'm going to give you a hint. The sport is not like a team-based sport.
Is it sailing?
No.
Is it chess?
No.
Is it table tennis?
No.
It's not tennis.
No.
Is it with a paddle? Is it with a racket of some sort?
No, no racket, no bat, no nothing.
Oh my god.
Where is the world #1 ranked player from
Oh,
in this sport?
I would say no.
Is it wrestling?
Oh, so it's racing.
Is it racing? Horse racing?
Running.
Jockey?
No, running.
Oh, running.
It's
Oh,
Usain Bolt.
No.
no. Can I cheat and use the internet? No, I won't cheat.
Who's the long distance runner?
Peter Bowl.
No.
No, like marathon world record.
Oh, is it Caster Semenya?
No.
Oh, is he the young bloke
I
that just
honestly
smashed
think
that?
you guys aren't going to get it.
Yeah.
It's probably my fault.
No. Is it a sprint distance?
No.
Is he the marathon runner?
He has run marathons.
Is he now the world record holder of the marathon?
No.
No, I think it's the guy that like
It's the Kenyan dude that smashed all the
he broke them. Broke
Uh,
No, it's not that guy. He's the young one. He's the young one that just broke it recently. That long-standing
yeah.
42. He's a marathon runner
yeah.
from
look,
Kenya.
Oh, it's
Guys, I'm gonna bring it up. You guys can blast me if you want. It's Ned Brockman.
yeah. That's
He's a marathon runner. He ran across the whole of Australia. He is a famous athlete. He's Australian. I thought you guys may get him. Maybe I went too far left. I don't know. You be the judge.
So what did he run? What was the cause of him running across Australia for?
I think that was for homeless.
Yeah, I believe so. Something like that.
Can I ask a question? Did it do anything?
Did it
It
do
raised a shitload of money.
Yeah, what you reckon? He just banked it, dude, and put some more money into his dreads.
Maybe. But yeah, sorry boys.
Hey, mate,
Yeah,
but see,
you
that
got
got
us by technicality. He is an athlete,
yeah.
but he's not a world stage athlete or
But here's the thing: I much prefer something like that
Gets us beacon.
than going NRL. No, cricket. Yes, Michael Clark. How did you know? I
My
much
two
prefer.
players I know.
I much prefer you giving me something like that to stimulate the brain. I was for sure it was
Let us-
the
Let us know if
I can't
anyone
believe we didn't
knew at
think of-
home.
we didn't think of like track and field like we should have thought of
You know
that.
when you said Ned Brockman, I thought you were talking Ken Brockman from The Simpsons.
I'm Ken Brockman.
I'm Kenny Brocklestein. Far out.
Well,
Love you,
unlucky,
Ned.
lads. Hopefully Dan picks an easy one for us to guess next week.
If Dan picks another NRL
Oh, Ricky
slash
Ponting.
yeah, if Dan picks another NRL, cricket or AFL player, he will be cut from doing that segment. It'll go to someone else permanently. Cool.
We'll see. I like it.
This is going to be a hotly debated topic. It's not sport related this time, guys. It's going to be it's going to be a random chat. Now, I as well as many other young Australians over the last, 18 months to 2 years, have been hit. It feels like I've been hit by a bus, and that bus is country music.
Hit by a horse almost.
Yeah.
By my country truck.
Now, I've been hit by the bus that is country music. Now, at the start, it was a little nudge, right? When I heard a couple of Luke Combs' songs, like Forever After All and Hurricane and whatnot. But guys, I listen to country music only now. Only. Now, my
In a
question...
disturbed shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing a disturbed shirt, but I listen to country music only. Now, guys, I need to know from you, is country music on the rise? Will you start listening to it? And if you won't, when will you grow up? James, you first, because I know Brandon's response.
So I'm pretty meh about it. It is on the rise. More and more people are listening to it. Doesn't really tickle my fancy, but I'm not one to chase someone and turn it off. So I'm pretty just on the fence on this topic, boys. I'm sorry to...
On the fence.
Yeah, like, just don't really care. I don't listen to it, but if someone wants to, they can.
That's fair.
But I think Brad is a bit more spiteful.
It's okay to be wrong, James. And Brandon?
Look, as you mentioned earlier, I think a lot of our mates are getting into country. We're also all playing golf. Some good, some bad. Me,
No, all
the
bad.
latter.
We're all shit.
Very levels of shit.
Everyone's starting to get
Famous
into country, and it's your fault, purely. And maybe another guy named Brad as well. He likes it a bit.
Love you, Brad.
To the fact Dan is also getting into country. Now, look, I'm not going to yuck people's yum because, like, everyone has their opinions, everyone has their own tastes. But I think it's a bit funny. When I see my group chats, I get messages from, like, Dan to Lucas going, oh, look at these two country artists. They're going to be making a song together. Like, come on, guys. I know you're into the songs, but, like, to get hyped over a country song where they're going to talk about my love, my wife, my friends, my farm.
Before he goes any further...
my beer, my crack.
Before he goes any further, the two people he's talking about is Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs, the two biggest... country musicians at the moment, probably other than Chris Stapleton. And now, before we get any further, if Brandon with his taste of music, do you know what Brandon's taste of music is, guys? I'll give you a little rundown. You ready, boys? Shoot the boy in the face. I'm a pommy bloke, yeah, buff.
That's racist. I didn't say any racism.
Mate, you listen to pommy rap where you can't understand what they say. One of your favourite blokes, he's named after a letter in the alphabet. His name's H.
And that's spelled A-I-T-C-H.
That's the best part.
I thought he's just not a fan of doors and he likes H-O-H.
But as I said, no, I'm not yucking your yum because I could see, you know, there's love to the chill, the vibe of it. But at the same time, it's not something that I would partake in, I don't see. Like, my day-to-day music is usually for pump up, or if I'm going to like sports or something like that, where country's just not part of my listen to. It's not in the playlist, mate. It's not getting it. Not getting a run.
Mate, look, that's fine. Like I said, we'll all grow up one day, and one day you'll grow up to enjoy some country music. Because you know what, mate? When all of your mates are walking around in R.M. Williams boots, in Western Ringer t-shirts, with cowboy hats on, and every girl they see, they go, ma'am? Ma'am?
Howdy there, partner.
Howdy.
Never seen red dirt in their life.
That's another thing that, like, okay.
We all own utes, mate.
I'm all for you guys. Listen to what you want to listen to. But when you start buying boots,
hey.
and you're going to get your bolo ties and your big belt buckle.
Brandon, wait for when they trade in their like Hiluxes and Tridents for Dodge Rams.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Change their whole
I'll
life.
refinance my home. I'll sell my home to get a fucking 1500 Laramie, bro.
Get a ranch.
So I want you guys to know, and I'm not even going to coordinate this with Brad or anything like that. When we eventually go out for his birthday, I guarantee you, we'll both be wearing R.M. Williams boots, some blue jeans,
Some $700 boots.
some $700 boots,
Yo, Kubra.
my Cobra, and I'll be driving into the car park with Carrie Underwood blasting.
Can you get a bright pink Akubra like?
Oh mate, they'd hang me if I went out to Bargo like that, mate.
Mate, Haydos gets away with it. He also was one of the best openers.
That's right. We've ever had. Speaking about Haydos, how's his daughter? You.
Don't come after me, Haydos.
Well, look, I think that was a good chat,
Good.
and country music is definitely on the rise, and it is taking
It is.
over, in my
I don't
opinion.
know about taking over, but it's on the rise.
Guys, listener questions. Now, this is another Matty C. You know, this bloke's head is at all times with the NRL. I don't think if you ask him to watch another sport, he'd probably say it's shit and it's gay. Like that. I'm not even exaggerating. That's what he would.
Yeah,
I've told him to watch the AFL before, and he won't do it. He'd say it's shit and it's gay.
He was quite confused when we watched the grand final. I don't think he'd watched a game ever before.
I don't think he's watched a game other than rugby league. I don't know if he'd know who Roger Federer was if I asked. He'd go, is that the hat, the fedora?
That Lionel Messi?
Yeah, Lionel Messi. Ronaldo Sui. But look, he's got a couple of listeners' questions for us this week. Now, we'll dive straight into the first one. So, his question is, he's got an example for us. With former players we watched towards the end of high school retiring and moving into the coaching ranks, such as Benji, Peter Wallace, and Jimmy Maloney, he goes, which former players would you guys like to see as a coach one day? I'm going to go to Brandon first because I feel like he's onto it here.
Okay.
He's going to say Sharks related player, guaranteed.
Oh, I have two in mind. One, definitely a Sharks player, and it is the almighty Paul, the man Gallen. I think, I reckon to be one of those coaches who gets up, and just fires you up no matter. You go to war for that bloke. The other one I was thinking is obviously just the best bloke at controlling a game probably ever. Being immortal, future immortal, Cameron Smith. I think him as a coach could just, coach any kid to be a superstar.
That's fair.
That's my two, I would say. I don't know. James, you got any?
Yeah, so a little bit before the time that he was talking about, and we will never get to see it because of his media commitments, but Matthew Johns has one of the best minds in rugby league and would be outstanding.
It's just his gig won't allow it, hey? And he's way too indulged. Not indulged, that's not the word, but he's too...
Engulfed.
Engulfed could be the word, in his personality and persona.
Well, he actually says it's the other way around. He's... Like, if he was to do coaching, he would be so engulfed in it, he wouldn't be a person anymore.
Yeah, right.
He would just be thinking footy all the time. So
yeah, that's fair.
That's why he never looked to get into it. And now, why would you bother? Why would you go through that stress when you got one of the best gigs around?
Yeah, that's it.
He's talked about, maybe New South Wales, maybe Samoa, but, I think he's already said that ship has sailed as well. He had opportunities at one stage, but... Yeah, he's got all the money in the world from Fox Sports, so why would you give that up?
Yeah, that's right. You know who I wouldn't mind seeing? I got two as well. I got one's a bit of a meme, and it's Cooper Cronk, just so we can get him off the fucking commentary team. And the second one would be, mate. I love James Graham. I think he's so cluey when it comes to football, and just seeing him have a crack as a coach of a team would be interesting.
It would be similar to Paul Gallen. You just go to war for that bloke, and when he's pointing at you with his knuckle, going, "You better run straight."
Yeah,
I wonder if he'll point it like the whiteboard like that as well. So you need to run there.
Which way, sir? Which way?
Great question, Matty C.
Yeah, good question, Matty C. And I'll tell you what, we've got another question. You can believe it. It's from Matty C. And guess what sport it involves?
How much points for guessing this?
You get to slap him next time you see him.
Okay. NRL.
NRL, bang, free slap. Now this one, geez, did you guys do a bit of research on this for yourselves?
No,
or?
I'm just thinking of it now.
Thinking of it now? All right, boys. So, James, once again, I'm going to head to you first, mate. What is your dream spine for an NRL team?
So, other than Parramatta's spine for 2024, so my fullback, I would go Darren Lockyer.
Jeez, okay.
He was the best fullback in the game. Could have continued to be the best fullback in the game for a long time and then moved to 5'8" after that. My 5'8" will be a little bit controversial, but it's the man that kicked, won the 5'8" position over the King Wally Lewis and ended his Australian career short. Brett Kenny.
BK.
BK.
Speed, can play, he had the speed and strength to play centres, could do it all, made Peter Sterling look even better. Number 7 will be going Andrew Joey Johns. You can't go past him.
What about Sterlo?
I thought about it, but That's why I've got Brett Kenny have a bit of Parramatta in there.
Yeah, there he is.
And then 9, Cameron Smith. Too easy.
Yep.
Too easy.
How about you, Brandon?
Look, I'll start from dummy half, and I'm going to be picking Cam Smith.
Wow.
Surprise!
Can you believe that?
Surprise! And number 7, you're picking Andrew Johns. Surprise!
Can you believe this?
Number 6, though, I will be picking different. And it'll be the person James picking fullback. I'll pick Darren Lockyer. He was actually one of my favourite players growing up, to the point that if I ever didn't go for Cronulla, I was going to go for Brisbane Broncos.
Oh, Moe loves that. Moe rejoices.
He was a weapon. Like, honestly, in his position, so good. And then for Origin, like, he was the dominant half before your Cronk, your Thurston came along. He was a weapon. And I think he may deserve an immortal spot, but there's so many good players, to be honest. For fullback, I will be going Nico Hines. If you need a flat track bully, imagine him with that spine right there.
Holy
he
fuck,
would
you
be
serious?
on the flattest track of all time, and he would win comps. Easy.
All right.
Lock it in.
He's being proper. Okay, look, I'll come at you with mine. It's. I mean, we've got a couple of same players, of course. So at the 1, I've gone Billy Slater.
Yep.
Yeah, Billy the Kid, probably the greatest fullback that we've seen.
Revolutionised that position.
He revolutionised that position. Had some rule changes as well to stop him being so bloody dominant. At the 6, I've gone West Tigers fanboy. I've gone Benji Marshall. Prime Marshall, that 04-05 period, he was untouchable. He could just obviously pull magic out of a hat and win a game on his own. At the 7, as we've all said, I've gone the GOAT, Joey Johns. And then in the 9, I've also gone Cameron Smith.
Surprisingly, none of us picked Brad Fittler. I'm going to say he was my lock.
Your lock?
Yeah.
Leachy's lock? Yeah, look, well, that's the thing. You pick those players, you think about who you missed out on too. I mean, you could make an equally good spine with another 4 players. Like, none of us picked Thurston.
No.
None of us picked Cronk.
Yeah. None of us, obviously, no one's going to pick Badiris, but Badiris was the best hooker for a long time.
That's right, yeah. Badiris, and then, I mean, for fullbacks, I mean, think about, off the top of your head, I mean, what you got? I mean, Minicello was always good.
Yeah, I know one guy that's in jail that I thought had one of the best seasons I've ever seen.
Never heard of him. I mean, Benny Barber. Benny Barber, even. I mean,
especially if you start picking them at their best.
Yeah, prime. Yeah. I mean, what about 2021 Turbo?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the highest peaks you'll ever see.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if, now, like, reading the question and reading it back, do you reckon he was talking about all the time, or if he was talking about this NRL season?
How about this? I don't give a fuck.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Hashtag fuck man.
I don't give because I just have dream ball about 4 positions.
When I have a nightmare and I've got a jelly spine and I can't stand up straight. That's right. My dream spine.
I just get to lay down all day. What a shame. Well, geez, that was a good little segment there. I like that.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? We bagged you out before the first one, and we came right around to going good questions.
I always bag him out. All right. Well, look, we'll move on. We'll head to the horse racing segment, guys. Now, bit of sad news this week. Bit of sad news. Invincible Caviar, the daughter of obviously champion racehorse Black Caviar, unfortunately passed away earlier this week. She was being taken around in the swimming pool out at Peter Moody's Cranbourne Stables, and she actually had a heart attack while she was swimming. So, you know, very unfortunate for connections of Invincible Caviar, especially as Peter Moody trained the mum as well. So it would have been, you know, very upsetting for him to see.
Not very old either, eh?
No, she was a 5-year-old, mate. So no, not old at all. Especially, I mean, her mum's, she's still a broodmare. Yeah. Black Caviar would be, what, 15, 16, 17 years old? So yeah, very upsetting.
Very sad times, and as you said, poor PG, your favourite trainer.
Yeah, PG, my favourite trainer. But look, he's still got another one of Black Caviar's progeny. He's got I Am Caviar. who's looking to come back to the races soon. So hopefully, when I Am Caviar comes back, he gets a win for the passing of Invincible Caviar to keep the Moody and Coleman stable, their presences held high. So yeah, but very, very upsetting. We had the Group 1 Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes at Caulfield on Saturday, and we also had the 1,000 Guineas. Now, before we go any further into these races, I just want to say it's the end of November. There are still Group 1 races being ran in Victoria. I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
For lack of a better saying, they pushed both of these races back a few weeks. Well, they pushed the Sir Rupert Clarke was in August. It used to be last year was in August. For the last 30 years, it's been in August. They pushed it back so they could try to bring in more money. The 1,000 Guineas was on Oaks Day, so a few weeks ago. Mate, the Melbourne Cup was 2 weeks ago.
These are the 5 T20s Australia's playing versus India. All the good horses have finished up their runs.
Dude, the Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes field was so average.
Oh, I looked at it, the worst part, when I was looking for best bet, and I thought Magic Time, but I didn't want to go on a horse that Dan's bet on.
Yeah, well, that's right, yeah. So, how's this for a field, right? I'm going to read you the field for the Sir Rupert Clarke Stakes. So Magic Time was the favourite. She's a nice mare.
Yep.
She's pretty good. I Am Me, who's notorious, she's a Group 2 level horse or a Group 1 handicapper. Crosshaven got her first win earlier this might have been late in October. First win in about 3 years.
Nice, good form.
Good form. Valana, James Cummings trained horse with Damien Oliver on board in his last ever Group 1 in Victoria. Valana's not a horrible horse. Chain of Lightning, Peter Moody, Billy and Catherine Coleman got pulled up with about 200 metres to go. Something went amiss there. Straight Acer, you remember Straight Acer?
Nope.
No, neither do I. Cause for concern.
There's some causes for concern for this field.
He's a blast from the past. Ayrton.
Yeah.
Ayrton was a spruik horse about 2 years ago. Got a spider bite, nearly died, came back, not as good as he once was. Still a great horse, still a good horse, he's solid Group 2 level. Bandersnatch.
Heard the name.
Buffalo River.
Heard the name again.
Munamek.
These are you're just naming Group 2 horses.
Yeah.
I'm naming Group 2 horses. If this race was run in September, none of these horses, except bar Magic Time, Valana, and I Am Me, in my opinion, would not be in this race.
And they would all be paying like $5 to $6 at best.
Dude, no, they'd be fucking double digits.
Magic Time was like paying around
Magic
that
Times would
against
be
Antino.
fives. I would say, yeah, but I Am Me.
Horses in there, they will struggle.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it was a very, very average Group 1 field. And then, don't get me, mate, the track bias on Saturday, you guys are so lucky you didn't have to fucking clean your eyes with acid, dude. If you weren't on the fence and on speed, you weren't winning.
Jeez.
Which is what happened with Scarippa.
Yeah.
You were a couple of spots back on the fence, not on the fence leading, you were fucked. You couldn't make ground. Chris Waller, the best trainer in the country, probably the best trainer in the world, notices after about 2 races, you cannot make ground. So he tells J-Mac on board Jolie Star in the Group 1,000 Guineas, he goes, hey, go to the front and see if they can catch her. Goes to the front, he still won. He won by 2 lengths, mate. They couldn't catch him because he's just on the fence, hugging the rails, taking that fucking Mooney Valley Travelator at Caulfield.
Then, yeah.
Shocking, mate, shocking. But
that is Melbourne racing, eh?
Oh, it's Melbourne racing, that's right. But look, the performance either way, the performance by Jolie Star was top notch for a 3-year-old. She rated as the second best 3-year-old filly performance of the carnival, second only to Zardozi in the Oaks a few weeks back. So still a fantastic performance by Jolie Star, but it was absolutely helped by that shocking track bias.
Yeah, as you said, no one. I didn't watch it purely. I knew there was no big races, and I didn't even know there was still Group 1s racing. To be honest,
yeah. But, well, there you go.
You find out things, and you say there's more to come as well.
There's more to come.
There's more to come.
There's more to come.
Look forward to that, Punches.
Now, just quickly before I head on to a couple of the futures races, did you happen to catch the Hunter at Newcastle? Did you see Coal Crusher?
I did actually.
That was a ridiculous performance. He went to the front in the Hunter, put the foot down. He did what Pride of Jenny did last week. Put the foot down, and when no one was coming, he just kept increasing the pace, and he smashed the track record as well. Nothing came near him.
Good to see Coal Crusher back in some winning ways.
Yeah. Damn good horse. And you know, Joe Pride said that race, for Coal Crusher to win, he was happier about that than he was Think About It in the Everest.
Jeez.
How's that?
Big call.
How's that? He was
Definitely
happier.
made more money in the Everest. But
Made way more money in the Everest.
But he definitely was a happy man when Coal Crusher went over that line.
That's right. Perfect ride by Tyler Schiller as well in that in the Hunter.
He had a big bet on Coal Crusher, I think he's saying.
Yeah. All the Everest money was rolled in.
But so that was it for a couple of big things I noticed for horse racing this week. But I was on racing.com earlier today and I noticed obviously got the Group 1s coming up in Perth. Now, I've got a list of some of the horses that are going over for the Perth Carnival, right? So just have a listen to this.
Can I guess one?
You can.
Mealy's Jewel.
No. No, she's done until the autumn, boys. She's done. She
overran in spring.
She came back to WA. I think it might have even been yesterday. She landed back there, but just a few weeks ago, it might have been last week, we were talking about Zaki.
Yeah.
And possibly, being in the road. Nuh-uh, mate. That Zaki is on his way to WA to contest the Northerly Stakes over 1,800 metres.
It reminds me of Vin Diesel. One last ride.
One last ride, that's right. So how's this? You got Zaki, Two Valoo, Triple Missile, Numerian, Overpass, and Forgot You.
So what you're saying is it's a better field than Caulfield is going to get.
It will be, yeah. It will be. It absolutely will be.
I'll lock in Overpass already. Just
look, yeah. If we're gonna, so what we'll do? Well, it's not all in the same race, but what I'll just quickly do, I want to jump into the futures bets, right? So this weekend you've got the Railway Stakes at Ascot, right? So that is that's their Group 1 mile race. Now in this race they've got two Velours running around. They've got Roots. They've got Alsafina. Alsafina's backing up.
Alsafina, back to back.
Got You, Tricks of the Trade. They've got some very good horses in that race. And then in the WA Guineas, now this one, guys, if there's any race you want to watch this week, it's the WA Guineas. So the Boom 2-year-old of last season was a horse called Super Smink in Western Australia, trained by Daniel Morton. Now, Super Smink had its colours lowered a few weeks ago by the new Boom horse on the scene called Keshi Boom. It's a great name, Keshi Boom. Trained by Grant and Alana Williams, ridden by one William Pike.
Ooh.
So Keshi Boom went past Super Smink a few weeks ago in one of their previous races. Now, Super Smink had come back and won another race since that Keshi Boom wasn't in. But they're both paying $3, and these two will battle it out down the Ascot Straight in WA. So that's going to be fantastic to watch.
Might have to watch the races this week.
Guys, yeah, well, I mean, it'll be a late one because it's obviously daylight savings here and not there. They're an hour behind. I reckon you're looking at about a 6:30 kickoff there. So
well, hopefully I'm winning early so I can still bet on it.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. But yeah, look, that'll do us for the old pony racing. Yeah.
Remember, gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly, guys. 1-800-858-858.
858.
Matty C's favourite segment
Matty
coming
C,
up.
yeah, this is all Matty C listens to. So, guys, NRL talk. Now, I've not kept up with anything NRL since the off-season, so wish me luck. All right, guys. So, look, both Jaden Brayley and Ryan Pappenhausen have headed to America for their latest injury rehab. So, for Paps, it's his obviously broken... Was it broken ankle, broken fibula?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the upper ankle, lower leg, and then Jaden Brayley with a buckled Achilles. So, yeah, off to America. I suppose that's where everyone goes now because our doctors are shot, apparently.
Well, so, like, he's not the most calm mind, but he is a funny mind. That Roger Fabry, the sprint trainer.
Yep.
That's exactly what he posted. He's like, we're making all of Australia look stupid. The fact that somebody... coming, I think that's why I think it was ACL. He said ACL there, but yeah, it's a pretty standard recovery.
Yeah.
Like we've still got great doctors here, physios, shouldn't be needing to go to America.
Maybe they pump him full of drugs there and just, you know, let him rest up.
You got the drugs that don't show up on the medical report
Yeah.
over in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys said, I think it just it just makes us look stupid at all of our
Absolutely.
our doctors and bloody rehab facilities. And it just, I don't know. Maybe they go over for holidays, like get to go over, watch some basketball, some NFL.
Get away from the media.
But I mean,
Yeah, do you know Jaden Brayley gets swamped by the media? You know, that bloke gets so many interviews.
Like
and
Pappenhausen, for example, can't do a sprint session without
cameras
paps
being there
everywhere and paps on paps.
Paps on paps.
That's right. Yeah, I suppose it's pretty shocking for him if that's the case. Eh?
Yeah.
Poor bugger, can't get anything. I mean, how many games did he come back for? 3?
Something like that.
Yeah, he played a couple games in.
His leg turned sideways.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, rough.
Speaking about tests though, and not clearing, Michael Jennings.
Hey.
He's just been cleared for a train and trial deal at the Roosters. Guys, 35 years old, 3 years out of the game. Do you foresee him getting a contract?
Well, so funnily enough, when he was, 3 years ago, 32, everyone was going, I can't believe it. This guy seems to be getting better with age. He's like a fine wine. Turns out that wine was spiked.
And he didn't know about it.
Yeah. The Parramatta's like being left like going, oh, fuck, now we don't have a centre.
Wanga Blake's music.
And,
world-class centre to Wanga Blake, also world-class Fijian centre.
yeah. So,
Do you think he will be any decent? Do you think he will play?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but
All it takes is one Billy Smith injury.
well, that's the thing, that they are riddled with injuries. I think they'll mainly have him there because he was a very good defensive centre. Like when he started to slow down and wasn't the burning pace that he used to be.
Yep.
So he'd almost be there as a mentor role, but yeah, if needed, he might do a job and probably get burnt.
I think, look, if Aaron Woods can still get a contract and
Whoa.
play rugby league, I think Michael Jennings can get the smallest contract they're playing.
fair enough.
Like he's a New South Wales Australian representative. Yeah.
Yep.
He's a good player. Obviously, I feel like he should have got a couple more years or something like that before.
Well, so they probably only gave him
use.
this many years because they thought he would be forced to retire.
Next minute, he's fighting on.
Or Bronson
I've been
had
on
4
steroids for
4 year break.
I've been on steroids for 2.5
mate, you got to
years.
remember, Bronson doesn't play for you anymore. You can talk all this shit you want.
That steroid using cheek. I bet you he was on peptides too.
Who does Aaron Woods play for? Manly, right?
Manly, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Go on, you
I
Woodsy.
think he's on a similar thing, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that they are
Going to guarantee it?
guarantees.
Yeah, wow.
Like still be on the smallest contract possible. But I see that happening for the Roosters. Who else have they got?
Well, they got Tedesco on one of those 100K a year deals, that's all, I swear.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be on a train and trial as well. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
that's like
and a yacht and a house.
Because that's $1,000 a week, which they got. They had who's the guy that beat up a family in America? Lodge.
Oh, Matt Lodge.
Yeah, they had him on that for most of last year, just $1,000 a week, and you're going.
They had him beating up homeless in the streets as well, just to practice for the season. Jeez. Look, guys, Matt Moylan. Now, Brandon, this one, I know this is going to upset you. It hits close to home, but Matty Moylan is off to Leopards in the Super League. I didn't know there was a team called Leopards in the Super
Lee
League.
Leopards. They changed their name like last year or something.
Oh, Lee Leopards. Okay, that makes more sense. I know them now. But look, there were some rumblings. What happened, mate? You're in the know.
Yeah, look, I'm best mates with Craig, obviously.
Yeah.
Fitzy.
I thought Craig Wing.
And Craig Wing as well.
Who's good friends with Fitzy.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So they get to talking. They talk to me, and I go, look, defensively, Moylan, bit of a liability.
Bit of a turnstile.
Liability. I think he's still, honestly, Matt, like, I know I'm memeing it at the moment, but I think he still has NRL grade attack. It's his defense, which is his biggest liability, which is probably why Super League will do pretty well for him, honestly.
He'll get the Man of Steel, and Tigers will re-sign him next year for $2 million.
He'll be playing outside Lockie Lamb.
Yeah, him and Lockie.
coached by
Lamb play there, does he?
Coached by Terry Lamb.
Yeah. I think it's smart, and I do think it'll help us in having more salary cap to probably keep the likes of like Tracy or Rudolph, I think comes off contract soon as well. Just like certain players, we keep keeping our players. We don't go for anyone else. We're happy with what we have, and
You
that's
shouldn't
a
be
flat
happy.
track bully.
I was gonna say, you shouldn't be happy with what you have, considering you guys haven't won a thing. But that's
Well,
okay.
At
Who
least,
knows without Moylan at the start of the season?
Tracy.
at least the finances are going good with that side business the club runs.
Yeah. Peptides are us.
And the sports ground management.
And that one. My favourite one, you mean. Guys, Siwa Takiaho, he has failed his Bulldogs medical. Now, an ankle injury is
that's
what the news is.
Like even foot.
Oh, foot injury, sorry,
Yeah.
foot injury. Did they explain what it was? Could it be a high-grade syndesmosis injury?
Or it could be maybe like the S tier syndesmosis.
Yeah, word of the year, guys, syndesmosis.
They said he wouldn't be able to do any of the preseason. I think he would be out for like the first month or two of season as well. So like, is it worth it? He's definitely a good player.
Oh, bloody oath
Probably
he is.
too good for the Super League, but
Could be one of those things where he's like got a break at like the base of his foot or something, where he's probably played through it, but they're like, nah.
You can't do that, mate. It'll make it worse, and it'll be a loss for us in 18 months or whatever. Yeah. So what's the go with him now? He's clubless until he gets that sorted, or
he might just go back to the Super League, to be fair.
Yeah, see if
Yeah, can you take me
somebody
back?
will take him,
Or
and
maybe the Tigers will take him. Tigers will take anyone.
we'd take him? Yeah. Bloody oath we will.
But
Now,
Bulldogs seem to just have endless money, eh?
yeah, look, mate. Phil Gould reckons he builds clubs from the bottom up. Certainly don't look like it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Certainly doesn't look like it.
there's all these juniors coming for.
I'll take yours, and I'll take yours. Sounds like the Roosters at the moment, doesn't he?
Talking about them trying to take him, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon,
what are your
I was
boys?
alluding to your Bulldogs' endless money. They dropped Taukei'aho and want to go for Connor Tracy.
Yeah, that's a like-for-like position swap there, isn't it?
And like I don't know why Connor Tracy would leave us to go play their bench. Like what position would he play for them?
Yeah,
to be
like-
honest,
Put pressure on Bronson Sherry for centre.
they have Blake.
Surely-
Taft, they have Crichton. Crichton's supposedly going to be their fullback next season.
Who's going to be their 7?
I don't know.
Tracy?
Sexton.
Who?
Sexton, that's it. Yeah, Toby
Oh, that's right,
Sexton.
Toby, yeah.
They bought Sexton.
Now, I was chatting to a couple of blokes at work during the week, and we were looking at photos of Bronson Sherry and just how jacked he is, right? Is he going to play centre?
Apparently, like he's, as far as I know, he's like tried to lose some of the size and like through, and that'll be his goal through the preseason to get to, I would guess anywhere
90
from
odd?
90 to 95.
Yeah.
As James said earlier, that Roger Fabry, he's been training with him, who's a sprint coach, so he's probably been trying to get fast. He's been like training with the likes of Jason Sabb, one of the fastest men in the world.
That's
of
true.
Rugby league.
That's true.
But yeah, I would say he'll play centre. It'll be interesting to see how he goes coming back into the rugby league, because being out for 4 years is
What do you predict?
a lot of change.
I want your predictions here, Brandon.
The speed of the game will be tough for him.
Will it pass him by and he'll be dropped within 6 weeks?
He might be in and out of the team, I reckon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there'll be a lot of teething issues with his defence. Like 4 years is a long time.
Because he couldn't play at all, could he?
Nah.
Like, he couldn't even...
Couldn't play local footy.
He couldn't
No,
play
he
local
couldn't.
footy.
Nah.
He went to an Oztag game and he got a call from his manager saying, if you put those tags on, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't register anywhere.
That's crazy. So he's coming in blind, basically.
Yeah.
He's coming in blind to
Like
rugby
just
league.
solo training with
And-
his sprint coach.
Oh, it's insane,
What
mate.
has happened, like during those years, Penrith 3 years in a row, but not to mention that, just the 6 again has started, and like the speed of the play has just gone to that rapid,
Yeah,
like
like,
back to back to back.
You
to back.
look at teams like Sharks, Parramatta, Penrith do it the best. The blindside plays and stuff, catching centres out of position.
Yeah.
Nico Hines, one of the best at it.
Against like the Tigers and the Drags and
Yes.
but yeah, look, good bit of NRL talk there, boys. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
Enjoyed that. Like that down below. If comment about it as well.
Matty C, give us a wave, mate, and give us another sport question next week if you'd like to, mate.
Please.
But guys, it's time to get on to our best bets. Now, I've got nothing just yet. I'm going to come at you all with a video shortly.
G'day guys, Lucas from the Couch Commentators podcast here, coming at you with my best bet for the weekend. We are going to go to Cranbourne. We're heading to the Cranbourne Cup, and we're going to look at the horse called Pounding at a nice each-way price of $10 to 1 and about $2.50 to place. He has been competing in a much higher grade this preparation in Group 1s and Group 2s, and he drops right back in class here. He didn't have the greatest of runs last time out, but that was because of a tearaway leader that just completely ruined any momentum or race shape. I feel like he's going to get it much easier for him up front there. He's got a nice barrier. He can roll to the front, lead, take a sit. As long as there's no tearaway leader, guys, I think he has a fantastic price at 10 to 1. Once again, that is the Cranbourne Cup this Saturday. Pounding. Good luck, punters.
Brandon, you haven't got your Leachy's lock, have you?
Leachy's lock will also be a live video, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This week, I've guaranteed.
There you go.
Or gamble responsibly.
That's right.
All right, punters. Leachy's lock. I've guaranteed a win. We're going to go each way on a horse called Araya's Angel. It is in Doomben, race 7, number 6. Now, loves to place this thing. Can get a win as well. Coming off a rest. So hopefully he gets the win for us. Gamble responsibly.
James, how about you two? Nothing yet?
Yeah, no, my best bet is that nobody's going to care about these T20 matches. Paying $1, just $1.
I was about to say, there's no value in that, mate.
So I might have to hit with a video.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey punters, this week's Jim's Gym, we're going to Ascot Race 6, number 5. It's coming in, Willie Pike on board, back Pike, drink what you like. We're paying $6.50, we've got plenty of wins in the bank, we're coming back from a break. Yeah, let's get in.
Dan, mate, Dan's decision?
Alrighty, this week's Dan's decision, coming at you live from the middle of buttfuck nowhere. This week we're going race 8 at Kembla Grange, number 6 Dragonstone. Let's hope it doesn't get scratched like last week. Let's hope we can get a dub and get some money in the bank. Happy punting and gamble responsibly.
Yep, fair play, dude. And then we will come at you guys with the Couch Commentators horse racing multi, and we'll hopefully get that one across the board for you guys there. But have you guys got anything else to add?
Nah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Keep punting responsibly.
Yep. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next week. There you go.
We won the World Cup, baby! Woo!